2001 fifth grade completion ceremony. I wish to extend a special welcome to the Larkspur School Board trustees that were able to make it today with us, and also to Superintendent Wilson. I appreciate that all of our fifth grade families, parents, and friends could be here as well. I thank you for joining us this morning as we honor the students for having completed their elementary school education. This morning's ceremony is more than acknowledgement that each of these students has completed the first 6 years of his or her education, though. This is a time for them to reflect on how far each of these students has come during such a relatively short period of time. It wasn't so long ago that these students were entering kindergarten, bringing home their finger paintings, and demonstrating excitement about each and every letter of the alphabet. It wasn't so long ago that they were reading their first books, making a first friendship, and even learning to tie their shoes. They've come a really long way. It's an honor to have worked with the class of 2001. I know their teachers are proud of them. I know I'm proud of them. I know their families and friends are proud of them as well for all that they've accomplished. At this time, I'd like to turn the ceremony over to the stars of our show and have our student speakers come up. The first of these speakers are Michael Cummins and Carly Morrison from Mrs. DeMartini's class.
Hi, my name is Carly Morrison. As I look back on my 6 years at Neil Cummins, some memories stick out from all the rest. I almost used my wonderful memory about throwing up all over my first grade teacher's desk, but I decided it was too gross for you. Oops, I guess I just told you. Anyway, the only thing I remember about kindergarten is that Mr. Bradley used to wiggle his ears a lot. On the other hand, my parents remember how we used cookies and crackers to do math problems. In first grade, the boys would always ask us to chase them, and then they would tell on us. We had a frog in second grade that would always run away. As you know, amphibians don't do too well without water, and the rest of the story is yours to figure out. In third grade, our class had a rabbit named Toby that would hop around the classroom all day and act like a dog. During lunch one day in fourth grade, we were helping to make more adobe bricks. One thing led to another, and soon the adobe was flying. One day when we were at outdoor ed in fifth grade, it was raining so hard that the kids who didn't have lovely yellow ponchos had to wear garbage bags instead. I will miss Neil Cummins and look forward to making new memories at Hall. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Michael Cummins. I've had a wonderful experience here at Neil Cummins School. All of my teachers have been very kind and helpful. Each of them has made me feel special in their own way. For instance, when I moved here in first grade, I was really scared because I thought I had left all my friends behind in San Francisco. But Miss Bragdon was really friendly and she helped me feel comfortable at my new school. I've worked hard, but I've also had a lot of fun, like going on field trips, PE, assemblies, concerts, and outdoor ed. Outdoor ed was especially fun because we were at the Marin Headlands for 3 days. We saw frogs, went on night hikes, played at the beach, and explored a tunnel made of trees and sticks blindfolded. Also, my outdoor ed group dressed me up as a seal, and I laughed so hard I started to cry. I am very sad to leave Neil Cummins School, but I am very excited to start a whole new adventure at Hall Middle School.
Our next speakers are Alex Huerta and Kate Becker from Ms. Greenwood's class.
Hi, my name is Alex Huerta. I'm in Miss Greenwood's 5th grade class. I've been at Neil Cummins for nearly 6 years. Throughout my school years, I've learned many things to help me during my life. I've had many memorable moments, like playing the Scarecrow in The Wizard of Oz, or going to Monterey in 4th grade, meeting new friends, first stepping into a classroom. Things like that make school a wonderful place. Before I went to kindergarten, I thought the teachers would be big, scary, mean monsters. Of course, I was right. Oh, sorry, wrong. The teachers were nice, supportive, helpful, and most importantly, they did their job, to teach. They taught me how to read, how to write, social studies, language arts, science, technology, and many more, but my favorite was math. I liked it because there is so much to it, and all of it will help you in life. All the teachers were nice, and I made friends easily. Neil Cummins is a great school, and I'm very sad to leave it, but I also look forward to going to Hall next year. It's been a great 6 years at Neil Cummins, and I look forward to seeing you all at Hall next year. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kate Becker. I've been going to Neil Cummins for 6 years. And I've been fortunate to get such good teachers during the years that I've been here. All of my teachers have taken the time and effort to answer my questions and teach me things I didn't know how to do. In all the years that I've been here, I've never had a bad teacher. I've made some really good friends, and friends and teachers are two of the most important things in life. Neil Cummins has those two things. If I had never gone here, I wouldn't know how to do math, art, spelling, science, writing, music, PE, reading, history, and acting as well as I do today. This year in 5th grade, I did acting for the first time. In my first show, I had a lot of fun doing it, but in my second show, I started feeling a little bit sick. But I hope that in the future, I'll have the opportunity to do more. 5th grade has been a fun experience for me. My teacher, Miss Greenwood, has helped me to become a better writer, and that is one of my strengths. Miss Greenwood has also helped me with a lot of things during the school year. But if I told you all those things, you would be sitting here for hours. Neil Cummins has provided me with the great teachers, so I'd like to say thank you, Neil Cummins. Neil Cummins has been my one and only elementary school, so I don't think that I could ever possibly forget it. And today is our last day, and next year we'll all be going to junior high. Thank you, Mr. Bradley, Mrs. Gerard, Ms. Shawn, Ms. Abad, Ms. Franco, and Ms. Pope, and Ms. Greenwood.
I'm proud to present Dante Marchese and Chloe Fox, our speakers from Ms. Herwick's class.
Hi, my name is Dante Marquez, and I've also been here for 6 years. I will miss Neil Cummins a lot, but I'll take many memories with me to Hall Middle School. When I first came here as a kindergartner, I was having a difficult time leaving my mother in the morning. My teacher, Mr. Price, helped me with this every day by calming me down and comforting me. When I walk by his classroom in the morning, I always see him helping someone. I think he's great with little kids, and Neil Cummins is lucky to have him. I was lucky to have Mr. Matthews as my 1st and 3rd grade teacher. He never ever raised his voice, and he was always calm. In 1st grade, when I was still having trouble leaving my mom, he always took him to help me settle down and be comfortable in the morning. My 2nd grade year was the year I finally felt safe separating from my mother. This was the year Miss Shawn taught me. She pushed me a lot academically and had zero patience with me when I wasn't staying on task. That helped me become a better student. She also taught us the importance of nature and all of its features. Because of Miss Shawn, I find nature more interesting. 4th grade was such a fun year. I had a really nice teacher, Miss Franco. She had a lot of patience and gave us plenty of exercise. She seemed to know how it felt to be a kid in 4th grade. I think my favorite year was this year. I have to admit, Miss Herwick was a pretty darn strict teacher, but she always kept us on task, well organized, and taught us the importance of manners and respect. She continually reminded us what would be expected at Hall, and because of this, I feel comfortable and well prepared for 6th grade. I'm moving on to middle school, feeling confident and excited. Thank you to all the teachers and staff members here at Neil Cummins School. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Chloe Fox. My memories of Neil Cummins and the staff from the past and present will never leave me because they are so vivid and fresh. From doing my first play, Chicken Little, in 1st grade, to going to outdoor ed in 5th grade. I remember Chicken Little in 1st grade. One vivid memory is seeing one of my friends in the audience and forgetting one of my only 3 lines. I liked this play because we had a great director, Mr. Matthews. We also because it was fun to practice and get our costumes together. I also remember going back into the cubby areas and seeing my friend Priscilla and asking her what part she got. She said, "I got the part of Chicken Little." I was so upset because I wanted that part since we knew about the play. Thank you, Mr. Matthews, for being a great first and third grade.
And the hand booklets we had gotten. In the end, we added up everything and got our grade. In the end of the year, we went to the College of Marin swimming pool to celebrate. It was a great year. This last year at Neil Cummins has been the best of all. My great teacher, Miss Minier, and my wonderful class have made this year much fun. I am good friends with everybody and we all joke around, including Miss Minier. We have two class clowns in our class, Matt Deloney and Stuart Polsky. Matt, who is often crazy and really funny and likes to explain things thoroughly. Stuart, on the other hand, has a great sense of humor and is very quick-witted. Both of them will lighten up the classroom with a funny comment or joke. Although our class did sometimes joke around, we did finish our work. We had at least one project a month, and sometimes two. Math steps was Miss Minet's favorite thing. She was always bugging us about it. 5th grade is something to look forward to. Okay. I will miss the school as I move on to Hall, but with me, I will take many memories.
Hi, I'm Meredith Gillies. During your life, you make a lot of changes. Some are big and some are small. The biggest change in my life so far was leaving a small private school with only 40 kids in the grade and coming to Neil Cummins with 120 kids in the grade. Other things that are different from my old school are no uniforms, new rules, and you have more freedom.
Hi, my name is Ryan Russell. It's been a really good 6 years here at Neil Cummins. I'll never forget our outdoor ed field trip this year. 3 days and 2 whole nights. Yep, 2 whole nights sleeping in a dorm room with 47 other 5th grade boys. That was an experience I'll never forget. I've learned a lot here, and one of the things I've learned is not to surprise my mom the night before our field trip with news that I insisted the teacher drive our car. To learn that one, we had to spend 2 hours cleaning out our car that night. And I learned not to wait until I'm walking out the front door on my way to school to remember that I needed to bring at least 10 photos of myself for my whole life because it was my turn to be star of the week. When I was in 3rd grade, it was our turn to be a big buddy to a kindergartner. I was matched up with a little boy that had a serious speech disability and no one can understand him. I thought, oh great, how am I ever going to be able to communicate with him? But it ended up to be a really good match. Chris Miller is a great kid and I'll always remember him. And a special thank you to Mr. Shippey for all that you've taught me and for all the times you've stayed after class to explain something to me that I didn't understand or just to sit on the couch and talk. I'll always remember you. Thanks.
Hi, my name is Erin Gravely, and now I'm going to present my speech to you. I will be sad to leave Neil Cummins. There are many people I care about here, and I will take with me the memories that I will cherish for a lifetime. I will also be glad to leave Neil Cummins. I feel I've been given a great set of skills, and I have enormous confidence in them. With these skills, I will be able to be a successful individual in life. Heck, I may even become the first woman president. Clearly, I have mixed feelings about departing from Neil Cummins, but I will never truly leave. I will always keep the experiences and values I've collected with me these past 6 years. I remember I started kindergarten a few months after my family moved to Corte Madera. Everything was new to me. It was intimidating for a 4-year-old. Everyone was friendly though, and I soon began to break out of my shell. I made a friend and soon learned to be a part of a classroom community, a small society where what I wanted mattered, but I learned that it must be balanced with the needs of the whole class. It taught me to be empowered and to respect myself and my teacher. It taught me to listen to others and honor their feelings and points of view. And it taught me that there was power in learning and cooperation. In 1st grade, I learned how to read, solve math problems, and complete homework, life skills that I will use every day. I remember when it was time to clean up, Mr. Matthews, my teacher, played the Tiny Toons theme song on the piano. He was a performer, and from him I learned the value of music and drama. In 2nd grade, our class would write short stories in our story logs. If we wanted to, we could publish these stories on the computer. I loved the process and my writing skills were developed.
I learned about drafts, editing, and the hard work involved in publishing. Here I learned another important life lesson. You can't get something for nothing, and hard work brings to great reward and satisfaction. In 3rd grade, we learned to write in cursive. I remember when I was little, I used to pretend to be a businesswoman and scribble all over a page and call it cursive. It's how grown-ups write, and by learning how, I knew I was growing up. Then on to the 4th grade. In 4th grade, we had 2 overnight trips, one to Monterey and one to California Gold Country. We learned a lot about California. It's amazing how history can make boring things seem fun, like going to the stamp mill. California is where we live, and we should know about it. And now here I am in 5th grade. I can't believe 6 years have already passed. It seems just yesterday that it was the first day of kindergarten. It's funny how time flies. Today, with this event, we'll pass through to middle school and our adolescence, the next chapter in our lives. So what does it all mean? Will we be friends forever? Will we remember Dr. Jennings and Miss Robinson? Will we become great leaders our parents can be proud of? For me, if I could offer you only one tip for the future, sunscreen would be it. Boys and girls in the class of 2001, use sunscreen.
Jenny Anderson. Sarah Connolly. Michael Cummins. Wes Dunphy. Morgan Elliott. Christine Foster. Alex Gilderoy. Michelle Goddard. Jason Goldrose. Ariel Grove. Sean Hardiman. Emily Sue. Giovanna Dunkia. Roger Krakow. Carly Morrison. Andrew Painter. Will Powelson. Matthew Reichling. Candace Seeger. Paul Spurzum. Giovanni Vega. And Michaela Winfield. Congratulations to all the students in Mrs. DiMartini's class. Oh, what the heck? Well, and also not, like Aaron said, they won't know about the sunscreen. They'll just have those umbrellas.
it right now outside the first grade rooms, and it'll be there during our construction year so that the column is safe and the sundial is safe. And then we've agreed to find a spot after the construction year where we can prominently display the sundial for all to enjoy. And the surprise of the umbrellas is great. I know next year's classes will greatly appreciate those during especially the early fall and the late spring months. We thank you for those as well. At this time, Mr. Shippey would like to have the floor.
Save your applause for the next person who is going to receive something. I would like to recognize and thank Effie Farragas for all of the wonderful things that she's done, but particularly at this point, all the end of the year festivities, the fifth grade picnic, and of course this thing that's happening right here, all the decorations, all the organization, the programs, all that stuff Effie is responsible for that, and her committee, of course, too. But to recognize all of them, and particularly Effie, I'd like to give you these.
I would like to thank the other members of my committee, Melissa Hardiman, Jill Strand, Nancy Noda, and Ellen DeLong, and Scotty Spursum. Thank you very much. It wouldn't have happened without them.
Okay, at this time, I'd like to ask Jenny Anderson, Stephen Legata, Nathan Suin, Katie Tracy, Jenna Voris, and Gabe Zeef to come on up for the presentation of the teacher's gifts. While they're organizing, there's one other teacher I need to thank. We had a little change of plan today, and Rachel Streeter wasn't able to be with us. And so Don Matthews has been graciously accompanying the students at the beginning, and he will do so also at the end on the piano. And we appreciate him for being flexible and organizing his day and being able to share this occasion with us. And I know from the student speeches you've been able to hear what a wonderful influence he has been in their lives through the many years that they've been here. Thank you, Don.
Congratulations.
You guys look like you're ready back there?
Yes. Wow, 15 years.
Okay, Jenny Anderson, you want to come on out? Actually, can we have our fifth grade teachers come on up all together? I think that might make this a little easier and also an opportunity for you to be recognized. May I have Stephen Legata?
Thank you for being a good teacher and guiding us through the year.
May I have Katie Tracy and Gabe Zeef?
Thanks for being a great fifth grade teacher.
May I have Nathan Suin?
Be the nice teacher.
And Jenna Boris?
Thank you, Ms. Work, for being the best teacher.
We'd like to present flowers to our principal, Ms. Stacy Marshall. And we would like to invite you to the reception following the ceremony, and also for all the kids to come back into the hall. And we have stars for everybody with their names on it in the class of 2001.
I know. You're in a bad spot. Thanks for trying that. Thanks for noticing that.
about them and what they've done, and they've really come a long way, not just this year, but in the few years they've been here at Neil Cummins. They've made that first step toward classroom about their futures, and when they think long term, in this group we have an aspiring singer, a doctor, a professor, a scientist, an author, an attorney, a chemist, a CEO, an actor, a senator, a chef, an athlete, a graphic designer, a photographer, and the list goes on. And I have no doubt that all of you can accomplish those great things that you've set forth for yourselves. In my search for some piece of literature or some poem or something to share with you as you leave Neil Cummins, I was having a really tough time. I know that you're going to do great over at Hall Middle School, and I was trying to give you some familiar friend to be with you as you enter that new world. The people that you see out here have come here today to celebrate with you and to share your good time. They're going to be there through those good times over at Hall and those tough times as you experience a new world, just as you experienced when you came here in kindergarten or the other grades that some of you entered in. But I'm also going to send you over to Hall with another familiar friend. Dr. Seuss was with you when you got here. He was a familiar friend, someone who you knew, who you relied on. You could go back to the one fish, blue fish, and know that they would always be there. So I'm going to borrow some of his words to send you on your way to Hall. In one of his books, Dr. Seuss wrote, "On and on you will hike, and I know you'll hike far, and face up to your problems, whatever they are. You'll get mixed up, of course, as you already know. You'll get mixed up with many strange birds as you go. So be sure when you step with care and great tact, and remember that life's a great balancing act. Just never forget to be dexterous and deft, and never forget your right foot from your left. And will you succeed? Yes, you will indeed. 98.75% guaranteed." And this group, I've seen you in the classroom, I know you can make that into a decimal. Kids, you'll move mountains, so be your name Boxham or Bixby or Bray, or Mordecai Ali Van Allen O'Shea. You're off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way.